Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Los Angeles Rams. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Darius Geis. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, there'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and now it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, it's gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Throwing on second down. Goff. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. N'Keal Harry, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. It's Geis on the counter. And an alley to run. That one good for 26 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That's going to be caught by Richardson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll set up the throw. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now a give. Right side, it's Geis. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the gun. Gone. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Goff gets this into the hands of Brandon Cooks. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Check three.
On 3rd down, they run with Madison. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Good work after the catch gets him 15 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Geis. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Yellow.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. They'll run here with Ballage. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Balaj. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Madison running on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, this is Madison. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Now here's Mahomes. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Watch the pass. Zoom, fellas, let's go. 58, boy, 58, Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. 15. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Mahomes now to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They run it with Balaj. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. There he goes left side, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right. He's telling right. He's telling the right. Correct. 58. Come on. 50. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 58, boy. 58. 58. It's Mike.
Now Mahomes. He's got his man. This is Tate. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He gets it to Cooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Goff now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Another carry now for Madison. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It'll be a gain of 8. But it also lead to a 4th down.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
14.
They are going for it. Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hold on. Check.
Now Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Get that quarterback. Super 66. Hey, Haywood.
Now Goff on 1st down. It's caught left side by Cooks. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Man, they're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Goff now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch nearly got him a 1st, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing now is Mahomes. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Mahomes now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Mahomes firing complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice game.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mark 38, Mark 38, Mark 38. Hey, Shell. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Back to throw, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Let's go, D. I know he ain't got it.
Going to run with Madison again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Firing Throwing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's 2nd down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Let's make these big.
Now Balaj. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Aaron Donald in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Yellow. 58's the money. 58's the money.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And Tate's got it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is Fisher Eileen. 59. Watch the pass. Mike 5'9".
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, complete to Tate. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving.
Yellow. There's a line. I got him.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Attack, attack! Switch, switch, switch!
Now Mahomes. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rashawn Golden. And he is all the way up past the 25. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Madison. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ric Flair, Super 1.
Now it's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Madison. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Here's Madison. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Going on the ground with Madison. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Mark 50, mark 50, mark 50. Check tight, check tight, check tight.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.